So I think historically you would have seen payment companies and e-commerce platforms as the most likely adopters of embedded finance. So if you go back 10, 15 years, you would see that companies like Square in the US started to offer lending to their business users, or e-commerce platforms like Amazon. And I think what we've seen in the last 10 years is that companies in the payment vertical and in e-commerce vertical understand that part of their playbook for value-add services is that they should offer lending. And they do that because lending is really good for their core business. It allows the underlying customers to grow, which increases transaction revenue. It lowers churn. Typically, we see churn is about halved. And it's also a good commission driver for the platform. So that's been a real driver for payment companies and for e-commerce platforms. So at Ulend, we serve payment companies like Stripe or Fiserv, Global Payments, WorldPay, Payment Sense Dojo, Molly, really a wide range of e-commerce and physical point of sale solutions. And in the e-commerce space, our partners include Amazon, eBay, Shopify. So a broad range of e-commerce platforms. What's been interesting to see in the last few years is that we've also had a lot of new verticals start to offer embedded financing. And we think of these as more vertical specific software providers. So one example is the food delivery vertical, where you have platforms like DoorDash, Grubhub, Just Eat, Deliveroo. And those companies have increasingly also adopted embedded financing. Also see it in the travel space, like Booking.com, Airbnb is playing around out there, though not a partner of ours. So we see that it's generally becoming integrated in the playbook for a lot of other verticals as well.
Okay. Jakob, would you explain yourselves as a financial institution or rather technology company? Because, I see that you offer integrations. You say we are embedded service provider. Do you guys hold any sort of a license, or you don't need basically a license?
I would say we're quite 50-50 tech and finance. So on the tech side, we need to be able to serve a lot of customers at scale in an automated manner, and we need to be easy to integrate with. A lot of our partners are also tech companies, so their kind of DNA has to also run through our organization. On the other hand, we are licensed in several countries, and we are licensed as a payment institution in the UK, in Denmark, exporting across Europe, and we broker licenses in certain markets. And we also have a really sophisticated set of relationships with institutional capital providers on the other hand, because it's all well and good to build that nice user interface and integrate, but if you can't get access to competitive capital and have really good underwriting, you're not going to be able to do good lending. So we also spend quite a lot of our energy building relationships with institutional capital providers. So partners include JP Morgan, Allianz Global Investors, our owners. And so there's a broad range of capital providers, and that sophistication gives us an ability to both approve some of the very prime customers with low pricing, but also say yes to some of the more risky customers, because we have this broad range of capital providers. And that means that we can end up delivering a better solution to the platforms.